welcome back to Cooking with the Cooks, Cuisine for the Quarantine. This is a Mother's Day special. So we're doing this on a Saturday. So all you guys out there who want to prepare a lovely meal and can't go out to a restaurant, so let's eat in, let's get a nice, easy roast beef dinner done for your mum on Mother's Day. Now, I'm going to make this as easy as I can. So a lot of people worry about Sunday roast, about timings and everything like that. So here's for starters, you get your piece of beef. Now, depends how you like it cooking. If you want it medium, you weigh it out, and for every 450 grams, 25 minutes, plus 25 minutes extra. If you want it rare, 20 minutes plus per 450 grams. Well done, 30 minutes per 450 grams plus 30 minutes. Nice and easy. Now, I would say to make it really, really easy, just look at the type of beef that you're buying and how it's cut, how you're going to carve it later on. If you get one of these nice salmon cut pieces, it's sort of all done for you, so you can carve it straight off. I've got the oven set to 170 fan, 180 non-fan, let's say, and we're going to get this in as soon as we can. So 3 steps. This is step 1, preparation stage. Let's get our beef in. So we need a roasting tin, some oil at the bottom, pop it in, some oil over the top, not too much at this stage, because it's got a little bit of fat on this one, and salt and pepper. Now, I've worked out that this joint's going to take 2 hours to cook. So, we're starting this 2.5 hours before we want to eat. So we're starting this at 3:30, and we're going to be eating at 6. Now, the reason for that is we need half an hour's rest on this joint afterwards. Now, there's loads of different ways to do roast potatoes. You can parboil them, crisp them up, coat them in things. I'm going to stick them in with this joint, straight in. So, I've peeled some potatoes, pop them in there. Should dry them off a bit better really. Pop them round the meat like that, so, and then put a bit of oil over those as well. And we can season those as we taste it later. So we're going to pop that in the oven straight away. Let's get that done. Done. Now it's 2 hours, but I'm going to set the alarm on the oven for 1 hour 50 minutes. Because that's when we hit stage 2. We know we've got 10 minutes left on that when it's done. Okay, veg prep. Get it all done now. Green beans, I've just trimmed and put them there. Broccoli, cut into florets in there. Carrots into batons in some water. And potatoes, because we're going to have some mash, in some water. My rule of thumb is if you have to peel it, put some water on it. Simple as that. So let's get rid of those. Prep stage is nearly done. We're going to prep our Yorkshire puddings. Now, if you were thinking of having a Sunday roast without Yorkshire puddings, go away. Now, we don't want you. It's not right. Okay, an egg a person. 4 eggs. Now, those 4 eggs came to 200 ml in a measuring jug. So, in this measuring jug, I've got 200 ml of flour, 200 ml of milk, a pinch of salt and pepper. I'm going to whisk that up. Now, once this is whisked, that's the prep stage done. So the preparation stage, probably peeling the veg and everything else that goes with it, whisking the Yorkshire puddings, 15 minutes. Now you can put your feet up for 1 hour 50 minutes in my case, depending on how long your joint takes. So we'll see you in 1 hour and 50 minutes. See you in a bit, bye-bye. Okay, welcome back. We're 1 hour and 50 into a 2-hour cooking. What I did do is I took the roasties out after about 1 hour and a half. I'm just going to bob them back in on stage 3. But this is stage 2, really easy. So we've got Yorkshire pudding tins with a bit of oil in the bottom. I've turned the oven up to 190 fan, 200 non-fan, and this stage is very simple. Yorkshire pudding tins in with some oil, potatoes on, carrots on, glass of red wine. See you in 10 minutes for stage 3. Okay, welcome back to stage 3. Now there's quite a bit to do in this stage, but don't worry too much, it's pretty straightforward. So, our beef's been in for the required time now, so it's been in 2 hours. Let's get that on. There we go. So the first thing we need to do, transfer that, oh, there's the timer. Transfer that and lay it rest on a chopping board. Now it's really handy, just bear in mind that as this beef rests, juices will come out of it, which we will put in the gravy. So do not throw this straight into the sink, because we're going to use that. All those lovely juices, look at there, all those gnarly bits are going to form part of our gravy. So we'll do that in a second. So that's the first part. Next part is to get our Yorkshire puddings in. So put them in the foil. So the pan should be hot. Here's our Yorkshire pudding. Whoa. Now what we're going to do is just pour these about half full. You can see the sizzling, and get those in. If your Yorkshire pudding pans are too clean, it means you're not using them enough. At the same time, I'm going to put those roast potatoes back in the bottom of the oven just to warm through. So there's our 12 Yorkshire puddings. Now these need to go 190 for about 20-25 minutes. Do not open the door. That's the secret to good Yorkshire puddings. Don't open the door. So we'll pop those in the middle of the oven at 190, and the potatoes back in as well. Brill. So we've done that. Next thing we need to do is turn on our broccoli and our green beans at this point. Look. Super. So carrots on, potatoes on, Yorkshire puddings in, beef breast in, broccoli on, green beans on. Shall we make some gravy? Okay, so we get our pan. Come around here, so what we do with our pan, we put it on a heat. So just focusing on this. So we put it under some heat, and we'll need some forks. We want to get all these gnarly bits off the bottom here. So what we need to do is, I've just boiled the kettle. When it starts bubbling, just, now you'll see as you put water in, it turns brown. Don't put too much in at once. 2 OXO cubes, sprinkle those in, and some flour. Sprinkle that in. Now the flour's going to thicken it up. Now what you need to do at this point is a little bit more water. We're trying to make a paste. Now, you know you opened that red wine earlier, put a slug of that in as well. All adds to the flavour. So what we're trying to do with our fork is make a paste. This takes about 2 or 3 minutes to get a good paste going, so come back then and we'll finish off our gravy. Right, okay, come on here. So we put a little bit more water and you can see how it's nice and thick and looking like gravy. Now because of the flour it will thicken up, and you'll need to just keep adding a little bit more water or wine, depending on what you want. So when you get it to this stage, I've scraped the bottom of the pan. If you make a good gravy, you shouldn't need to wash your pan afterwards. But what we are going to do, just to make it nice and smooth, is pop it through a sieve. So when we pop it through a sieve, it gets out all those bits. So come back in a sec, once we've got it all through this sieve. Just going to use the back of a spoon to push it through a sieve. And come back in a sec and I'll show you where we got to. Okay, gravy's through the sieve, come on in. So what we're just going to do is let that simmer away for the next 20 minutes so it all thickens up. All those meat juices are in there, a little touch of red wine and some of those stock cubes. Next time you see us, it's time to plate up, so see you in a bit. Okay, so it's all been done. I've mashed the potatoes. Oh, in fact, there's the timer again. I've mashed the potatoes with loads and loads of butter. Broccoli's out, carrots out, green beans out. That homemade gravy, which will be marvellous. Roast beef and those roast potatoes that are done in the meat juices. One thing to go. Yorkshire puds. Look at those. They're fantastic, aren't they? So we're going to sit down and eat this before it goes cold. If you're having a crack at this tomorrow for Mother's Day, good luck. It's not as hard as it sounds. Hopefully we've helped a little bit to get through it. And have fun, all your mums, tomorrow. Hope you're pampered and treated really well tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Please like, please share, and most of all, stay safe, stay home, and keep cooking. We'll see you later. Bye bye.